Meanwhile, the other big ruling today impacts the civil rights of the LGBTQ plus community.
6 conservative justices ruled to allow certain businesses to refuse some services to LGBTQ plus people or anyone whose message they might oppose. The court sides with a Colorado evangelical Christian web designer who refused to work on same-sex weddings. The court held the First Amendment right to free speech, saying it, quote, prohibits Colorado from forcing a website designer to create expressive designs speaking messages with which the designer disagrees. And here at home, supporters of the LGBTQ community are worried about how this ruling will affect them in the future and what this means for other anti-discrimination laws.
And so ABC 10's Roxanne Elias is getting local reaction tonight.
In a 6-3 vote, the Supreme Court ruled in favor of a web designer who did not want to create wedding websites for same-sex couples.
There's a level of disappointment today. I think our department had been tracking this case all year, so we weren't surprised, but we're always a little bit disappointed when there's the potential for our community to be discriminated against or some of our rights rolled back.
The Sacramento LGBT Community Center expects the ruling to have different impacts depending on which state you live. That's despite California providing protection for discrimination by all business establishments.
California, in what we call the Unruh Civil Rights Act, has 18 classifications of individuals who have protection against discrimination, whether it's age, religion, sexual orientation, veteran status. It puts into jeopardy those types of laws.
Chris McHaley with the McGeorge School of Law says we don't know what this means for certain, but he wonders if there will be other similar lawsuits challenging other anti-discrimination laws.
Where it is up against someone's alleged First Amendment rights, their view of a matter, perhaps it's based upon their religious beliefs, for example, will that in fact trump all other types of laws that are out there? In other words, does the First Amendment trump everything else?
Lawmakers at the state capitol now vowing to continue protecting the rights of the LGBTQ community.
Now there is a license to discriminate to a protected class. This is unacceptable, especially during the Pride Month celebrations, but reaffirms our commitment to social justice.
We know this is indeed a difficult time for so many, and the Sacramento LGBT Community Center does offer support groups if you have questions.